I'm back. Had to get my little blankie to mask the mouse clicks. I was actually having a look through some maps before on GeoGuessr, and I found an official world, which is the map played during the GeoGuessr World Cup 2023, made by La Ligue GeoGuessr. So I might actually give this a try. Hopefully it's a good one. In terms of good, I'd say a balance of difficult but gettable, from a not too very good player. So I might actually extend this out to 10 minutes as the round time, and get into it and play. Probably have to take a break at some point to look after the baby, because she's we're expecting a delivery, not a baby delivery, a package delivery, so I'll have to look after the baby then. This is an interesting one. I don't know about the car. I've got this car blur on, but it's really enormous in the field of view here, which is kind of annoying. This car looks to be driving on the left, which is a bit unusual. This is all official coverage, so there we go, the car's disappeared. I'm happy with that. What's this up here? It's like a dog. I thought it was a horse. It's a big dog. So we're in the mountains. That number plate on that vehicle looked kind of reddish. Let's check that out. Which I thought it might be like a... Is it a number plate or not? Difficult to tell. Appears to be a number plate on the front, which is like maroon and white, which I do not know. Thought maybe Albania or something like that, but I've got no real clue actually. Ooh, here's a horse. No, that's a cow. I'm getting my animals confused today. So cows, possibly bulls, I'm not too sure. Got a notice board or something here. Can't quite read the language there. Looks to be the Latin script. Don't know what to make of it. I don't think I'll need the whole 10 minutes here. I'm not going to fiddle around looking. I think I'll drop this in Albania. I could check for rifts or something, but I hate doing that. So just Bhutan. Yeah, okay. That's annoying. Didn't really think of Bhutan. I've had quite a few Bhutan rounds, like 4, I think, in total. A lot of them are a bit more obvious than that one. That was a little non-obvious. Could be driving right here, presumably in Africa. Just looking at the polls because I thought this might be Senegal. Oh, it's Ghana. Presbyterian Church of Ghana. Epiphany Congregation, Dobiel, W-A. Deeper Lift Bible Church, Dobiel, I think it says. I don't know of Dobiel. It's Ghana. It's here. Maybe it's a suburb of either Kumasi or Accra. I'll just go Kumasi. Ooh, it was actually all the way north here. Oh, WA was it was actually the place. Wa. I did not know we had Wa there. Wa Airport. We were right near a sports stadium. I didn't really even look around at all. Nearby an airport and everything. Disappointing, 4,000 points. So, I've got this bollard, which is like a Finnish bollard or Norwegian bollard, I'm not too sure. Kudums. I feel like this dash over the U is a Latvian thing. Do I trust my memory on that? Probably a bad idea. I'm not sure about Latvian bollards. I like, okay, here's a, I was going to say bus shelter review, but there's no shelter on this one, it's just a bus stop, so it's good that they've got the rubbish bin here. A little bit of bench space. They've cleared a lot more than they needed, so hopefully they're going to extend it at some point, maybe put a shelter over the top, but if it rains, this is going to be a pretty miserable experience. The bin, well, I had 2 points for that, but I'd give this 4 out of 10. So my guess here so far is Latvia, A3E264. This should be telling. Where do they put Latvia up here? Okay, A3. I did spend a little time this morning looking at languages and trying to get unique characters. So that's already paid off, I feel like. Is there a town name here? There were. Nice. Dabe and Kudams on the A3 or the E264. Loha. There's Loha in Ecuador or Peru or something. I should remember because I've been there. So the 6 goes quite a way. Dabe. I don't see Dabe. So I think this 6 just goes to here, so if I follow it down, it should be nearby Dabe somewhere. I think the 264 was the other listing there. I don't see it. I'll just plonk here. I'm not going to spend 6 minutes scanning for it. Ooh. Estonia. It's also got the 6. Is it the same road? It's the same road with a different labelling, I think. Just bear with me for a moment. I want this one, European letter characters. North Estonia. So for that U, I've got Latvia and Lithuania as the only ones that use that U. Maybe because it was border. That's annoying. That kind of baited me there. So we're in the Middle East, I guess, here. Check the back plate. Inconveniently placed palm there. So 2 dots. Got some red on there. By the looks. This other one doesn't have red. I think that might be a flag, but flags are not my specialty either. That's not a flag. I thought there were some flags around here. Kind of... Maybe once upon a time that was a flag, and this... Having a look for Arabic, there is... There's dual language, which is interesting. My initial thought here was like Tunisia. I don't know if that's a good thought or not. Let's check out this guy on a bicycle. What's he got? Some rope. It's a suspicious character, that's for sure. It's got red across the top. I think that could be a Tunisian thing, hopefully. I might go a little further south. It was not. It's right near Dubai. I wonder if I could have seen some taller buildings if I'd scanned around a bit better. Some pretty unique bins here. And they're caged up like there's some animals that might get into the bins. Raccoons or bears or something like that. It's a bit bleak. The road quality is not great. My initial thought is Ukraine here, maybe. Need to see some Cyrillic. Also on a swamp. Maybe power generation or something pretty, I thought that was a sign, but I think it's a blue roof. It's a bit industrial town, that's for sure. The crossing is certainly consistent with Ukraine or Russia. Do you know, I get the feeling like Ukraine provides bins more frequently, like public bins, more often than Russia. I'm trying to remember unique characters for Russia and Ukraine as well. I thought the backwards R was it's kind of like a Korean character here. Kind of, what do you call it? Confirmation biasing myself for Ukraine here. It was just Russia. Just going to check these characters again. So, Russia. What's the backwards R? I don't see it. What was unique to Ukraine? So the I with the two dots is unique to Ukraine. And like a Greek looking E. This R. This R-y looking character here. What about Russia? Here's a backwards R. So they all, it looks like Bulgaria, Russia and Ukraine have this backwards R. That was a bad tip. And they all have this Korean looking character. What does Russia have that's unique? The BL for Blyat. And I don't know, not too much else. Oh, this one, the backwards E. Dear oh dear. It's a streak of 0 in the country. That was shocking. 11,177. Despite that, I think I can improve on this map. This kind of looks Bulgarian. Something's taken a chunk out of it here. Maybe the concrete quality was not great. Not sure about this yellow fill here. There's plenty of signage up here, so that should be useful. It says Cyrillic. I think this YA was specific to a country. I thought maybe Bulgaria. Confirmation biasing myself again. And there's something about the buses with 4 windows and 5 windows and things like that, which I haven't learned. Normally I think Bulgaria would have dual language, but maybe it's because this looks a bit rural. Some big mountains up in the south, down in the south. Taxi services. I wonder if this is just like Kazakhstan. I haven't really seen any Kazakhstan rounds in a town. I'm going to trust my memory again, which is bad news, and go for Bulgaria. There's some mountains around Bulgaria somewhere. Here. Go somewhere kind of off a small road. Here. Popovica, sorry. This is the southern area of Russia. Nearby Georgia. Nelchik. Should have just gone Russia. So, driving left here on a concrete road. Or it could be right. I think that's the back of someone, says left, I guess. Which means it's not the Philippines, which was my initial thought with the concrete road. Can't quite make that out, but I guess this is like a Indonesia. Going east-west. It's like some rice country. It's like a Vietnamese style hat there, which is really interesting. Couldn't be Vietnam, surely. I'm pretty sure that's not an official coverage. Vietnam is where I am currently, but it's right-hand drive actually, so that's a tip. There's a lot of motorbikes here though. Should check these poles. Rupees. Pretty sure that's Indonesia. Parenti Merakok. Could be a place, not too sure. So what will I do? I wonder if it's actually on the Kalimantan or something like that. I might hedge a little bit here. No, it wasn't. It's just East Java. Still, the hedge worked out pretty well. 3,600 points. Put my special language skills to the test again. Oblast is like a Russian thing, but this is not Cyrillic. Lipinska. Is that Czech or something? I think this is Czech language. Gosh, I feel like all my learnings haven't really stuck in my head. I think that's good for Czechia. Let's just double check. Pardon the pun. This is what I didn't do last time. So the Z has a hat here, and the C, maybe it's Slovakia actually. Could be Nitra. Doesn't look, I don't know what the capital looks like, but Bratislava. Yeah, I don't know what Bratislava looks like. But, it's actually, I think Eurotrip was filmed in Bratislava. Or they claimed they are in Bratislava, I can't remember which. Maybe it's both. This is cool, they got the ride-on mower stuck to the roof. Pretty convinced this is like a lawnmower shop. A bit nondescript. Oh my gosh, it was Czechia. I'm having a struggle. The E, not the C, is specific to Czechia. The C can be Czechia, Croatia, Slovakia, or Slovenia. Disappointing. 4,279. Wow, that's a lot of insulators. Got a lot of power coming through here. Looks like a substation by the looks. The pole doesn't give me any ideas. Nor the haircut looks like one of North Korea's 12 approved haircuts there. Driving right. Not sure if this is a yellow line that's been painted over white or what. It's another poor guy on a bicycle. I don't mean poor in terms of finances, but unfortunate. So it looks to be Spanish. Number plate has a blue tinge above it. It doesn't appear to be an Argentinian plate. Okay, it's very flat. Maybe this is Uruguay. I'd like to see some cows. That would help out. Don't think we're going to get a sign, unfortunately. Zaracho, Transporte. So it says Transporte Zaracho, San Luis del something. San Luis. Pretty confident about South America here. Sure there was a San Luis something here. San Jose. There's a lot of Jose's. Treinta y tres is like a 33. Trinidad. They've got a lot of cool names here. Young. I'll just drop it here. Nuts. It was Argentina. Just didn't get the plate right there. That's annoying. Maybe I'm rushing through them a bit too much here. So this is Europe. It's got an avenue of trees. And this architecture, which is very square and blocky. It's a sus house here. I wonder if this... no, not yellow plates. A huge steeple here. And holy poles. So Poland, Hungary or Romania. The trees aren't painted white on the bottom. So Hungary or Poland, I guess. It's got canals, which is kind of interesting. I'm not sure what Hungarian looks like, which is a bit unfortunate. Grimmage. It's got bike tracks. This kind of looks Dutch. I'd like to see another car. I wonder, with the bikes, the bicycles, and some of this language. I don't know about the holy poles, but the and this looks Dutch. It could be like a boat shelter rather than a bus shelter. Don't know what to do. I feel like it's very Dutch, but no yellow plates. What's the option here? Netherlands, and I thought this was Hungary. Hmm. Got some special characters in Hungarian by the looks. Christoph, Guy, and Steve. I don't know what to make of that. That just looks so verboten. It's Germanic, or Dutch, sorry. Dutch sounding. I don't know about the steeple here. This is kind of very confusing. Grimminge, Geraardsbergen. So is it Belgium or something? I wonder if it's like a Belgium towards the Netherlands. Don't know about the holy poles at all. I don't think either of them typically would have them, but I don't know. It's kind of got canals here, Antwerp. Doesn't look like we're in the centre of the city though. What way is this going? It's kind of like east-westish. Seem like canals here. There's dam. I guess it there. Oh, it really was. It was difficult for me. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of canals here. That had very Dutch vibes. Which is why I rarely get Belgium right, I think. 4,818. 18,000, that's a bit better. This looks like Australia. Could I get close here? Probably not. Got this twiggy bollard here. Maybe it's a national park. Oh, hang on. Looks like they're doing some roadworks or something. So I think they've marked that. A single centre line. Someone's painted over there. My inclination is always just east coast. This is a very dense forest. This reflector's a bit odd. I'm not sure what that's about. What's the other side? Don't know why they have a round reflector there. Maybe it fell off and some good citizens just replaced it. Possibly. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if I could fast travel to some information, like a sign. Again, I don't know how useful that's going to be because my town knowledge of Australia is abysmal. I think this is going to be like a warning sign or something. No stopping on roadside. Yep. No help at all. What about up here? This is going to be a national park sign or something. If I can get past it. Zoom out. Have you booked your campsite? Here we go. To book your site, Grampians National Park. Oh gosh. The Grampians. Where do they put the Grampians? It's like on the Great Ocean Road or something. Whoops, what happened there? Misclicked. Not that far. Great Otway National Park. Mount Gambier. How do I not know where the Grampians are? This is very famous. German Flat, German Creek? Nope. Port Fairy. Maybe it's not coastal. Maybe not that coastal. Gibson's Lake. Snowy River National Park. Alpine. Kangaroo Flat nearby Bendigo. Karakara. Greater Bendigo. There's so many national parks. That's a good thing about Australia, but how do I not know the Grampians? So you can visit the website or in person at Brambuck or Hells Gap. This is very dismal on my part. Couldn't be as far north as Mildura, surely. Where's the state border? Here. So I'm bound to be quite close. I thought I was near the Great Ocean Road. Yeah, okay. Just couldn't see it there. I don't know why, it's pretty obvious. And there's Halls Gap. 126 kilometres away, that's pretty abysmal for someone who lives in Victoria part-time, half the time, most of the time. The other half the time in Ho Chi Minh City. It's an interesting pole. It's like a DIY pole, mottled. I wonder if they chose it for its beauty. They should lacquer it up. Nonna Rosa. I think Nonna is Italian for grandma, and Rosa is probably red. But I don't think this is Italy, to be fair. Some really tall poles. I wonder if I can see the stop sign. Not really. That would be useful to see. I'm not sure what this is in aid of. It's like a half-built something. Toilet? Could be like a public toilet. Odd place to put it. So nearby some lake here. There's a bunch of beehives, I think. Yeah, quite a strange place. There's a tangle of electricity here. And some mountains off in the distance. They're really wide pole tops. And this triple line, they're dashed inside the double white lines. This chevron's pretty ubiquitous. I think I mean ubiquitous. It's all over the place. It's kind of like South Africa, I guess, but certainly other places. This could be South Africa. Or something like South Africa. I thought tall poles is something, but I don't know what it relates to. I wonder if I can move quickly here. So my current guess is South Africa. It's not really like any other South Africa I've seen though. I wonder if the grass is Eswatini grass or something. Not really, I don't think. I wonder if I should drop it in Eswatini. I've got a streak of 0 at the moment, so it's not really affecting any personal records. Just want to get up here and see something. If there is anything. The cars were driving left, so that's consistent with my idea. Some really interesting poles, knobbly poles and things like that. Keep going. Probably missing a whole bunch of stuff here, but I just want like a place name or something like that. Difficult to say what that says. No entry after something. Just going to guess South Africa here. I think that's a fairly sound guess. It's got eucalypts by the looks. I kind of want to guess Eswatini, but I probably shouldn't. I'll go south of Eswatini. It's all the way on the water. Between Slang River and Whitsand. Well, regionally it wasn't a good guess, but I've got the country, so that's something. I've got short plates here. And some bunting. Actually, that doesn't look like standard bunting. Like there's something written on it. No, it's just really intricate bunting. So I'm guessing this is not Europe. It's prepared with a spare tyre and some extra fuel. I thought Argentina initially, but I don't think the plate is good for Argentina. I think we're driving on the right, but people have just parked willy-nilly. Sometimes that's kind of like against the law to park against the direction of traffic. Centro Cultural, and then I think that's a C. Cuauhtemoc. It kind of sounds like some indigenous Mexican name. Since 1990, something for your service. I don't know the phone services in South and Central America, so that's not too much use for me. Let's check the sign here, the stop sign. Oops, it's gone missing. Someone's stolen the stop sign. How inconvenient. Have they got one on the other side? I think this is a one-way road. That's disappointing. A bunch of pots here, like the garden centre or something. Got Century 21 again. That company is all over the place. I mean, you see Century 21 in a lot of countries. Don't know about phone codes. So we've got Tortilleria, Colima. They're using dollars, so I'm pretty sure this is Mexico. I don't know where Colima is. Cuauhtemoc. Whoops, wrong country. It might actually be not too far from Mexico City, actually. I don't know whereabouts though. Zacatecas sort of has the same ring to it. Guadalupe. Salinas de Hidalgo. I think I'll just drop it here. Like Moctezuma, that's kind of the same vibe I'm getting. That's not the place, but I'll just drop it there. Oh wow, it's really visible too. Colima. Disappointing. I don't think I could have scanned for that. That would be a tricky scan. 493 kilometres away, that's a bit terrible. .fr on the yeah, and it's got the French poles here. So I guess this is Senegal. It's very cool. We've got the horse and cart here. I think I don't know if it was Senegal, but some highway entry. I saw a sign where like it had an image of a horse and cart being banned, I think, from the highway or something. You can't enter the highway with the horse and cart. Something like that. This is very dry. It's kind of in a small town here. I could probably travel and locate the town, but kind of just happy to get Senegal, presumably. I don't think it's south of the Gambia, it's probably east of Dakar somewhere. Let's pick a small place. Bambi. Not too bad. South of Sao, which is a dry cracker that we get in Australia. I'm not sure if it's like an American cracker. Let me Google it. Yep, Australian. Arnott's, very famous and very good cracker company in Australia. Let's have a quick look here. Okay, everything looks okay. Sometimes worth checking that the stream's actually going somewhere. So we're right on the water here. Got a danger keep clear sign in English. So it could be the US. This sign up here is probably going to help. No dogs and no mountain biking. It's a very big lake and some quite large mountains. Maybe oh, is that snow? I think there's actually snow to the north. And that's kind of hard to read. Go with the flow. Something electricity. I think it says creating green electricity. Yes, yeah. I was hoping for something a bit more specific, like where we are. Lakeside Walk. Ooh, okay. Toti Anu. That kind of sounds like this could be New Zealand. That would explain the high mountains. Fly spin or something. It's talking about fishing here. Like a fishing competition or something. Fishing game New Zealand, there we go. Lake Te Anu. Anau? Lake Te Anau. So it's a pretty big lake. Can I locate it? It's Lake Taupo. Fly fishing fame. I feel like it's going to be in the north here somewhere. It is a pretty big lake, so it should be listed. South Island, thanks. Whereabouts? There's Tekapo. No. Oahu. No. There it is. Oh my gosh, should I bother 5K'ing this? Let's see. Thanks Andy Winter. Come out of your slumber to help me out there. Near Queenstown. Yep. Near Mount Prospect. Hillside, the Key. Ware Creek. Fiordland National Park. So it should be like a parking area or something here. Ooh, that's a town. I'm not sure about that. So where's the... do I care? Viewpoint of South Fjord. Could be the viewpoint. I'll just drop it here. It's all the way... Oh, here's the actual... Well, I'm not going to New Zealand to look at... Oh, there's actually a golf course right nearby. I refuse to go to New Zealand to actually find these things out for myself. Wow, that was a long way from where I was looking, so... I was going to look at all the lakes in New Zealand, so... I had a few minutes left. That was 10 kilometres away, that was a huge lake. 20080. Very nice. Got this flag. I think this is tsunami evacuation. Yeah, it is too. Ara Evacuus. I think that's an Indonesian flag, is it not? It's difficult to see what this says. I don't really know any of that. We're writing left-hand writing, so that's good for Indonesia. And the evacuation point is kind of north, so the water must be south. I think this is good for like the main island or possibly Java. I'm not sure I should go south of South Sumatra. Okay, it wasn't south of South Sumatra, but nearby Mako, the Mako airport. KP2 KP Mako Mako. Don't know what that's referring to. Indonesia's a bit tricky, unless you learn Indonesian. Or are Indonesian. This is a bit of a hellscape. Don't know if that's trash or sandbags or something. I've got a construction site here, so maybe it's something to do with that. Maybe they hit a water main here. It's a bit unfortunate. Obus Tech Parkview Facilities. It looks pretty high tech. Obus Tech. Something water park. Oh really? Fun vacation water park near Kajaria? Something. Maybe the water park's leaking. Ooh, okay. It's like India or Bangladesh. So, normally if there's water beside the road, it's Bangladesh, but in this case, the road's flooded. The domain's at .com. Can't really read that. The Gold Spa and unisex salon. Still not helpful. I wonder which, actually, if India or Bangladesh is more likely to have English listed. Probably India, I think. Because I think English is an official language, but I'm not sure about Bangladesh. So what else would be there? If it was Bangladesh, they'd probably have some fluorescent... Ooh, this person's had a mishap. It's the problem with the blur is you can't really get in close. Maybe we should F11 this. They've dropped their corn or something. Potatoes? Right in the mud. Very unfortunate. I think this is India. It's a bit of a 50-50. Got yellow plates, I guess that's a commercial vehicle or something. I don't know about that for either India or Bangladesh. This is a bit too built up to have tuk-tuks and things like that, so I wonder if place names would help me. Possibly not. Jaipur, okay. So I was right in my India guess, and we want to... I think Andy Winter's been to India. He could help me out with Jaipur. It must be this region or over here. It's pretty major. It's a major city. Jaipur here. It's actually a lot further west. West than I thought. So Jaipur is kind of southish, 195 kilometers. I wonder if I can find Biladi here. Must be a little fun. Oh no. It's India. As soon as you zoom in a little bit. This is Bhiwani. Is that it? No, Bhiwadi. Sometimes I feel like the map misspells some things. I'm just surprised we've got Bhiwani somewhere where I'm expecting to see Bilwadi. Bass or bass, depending on if you're a fisherman or a musician. I'm going to risk it and say that it's kind of here. Sector 13 sounds ominous. They got like a don't know what the flybirds are. I think that's pretty good. Could that be 100, 200 kilometres? Probably. Not quite. 100 kilometres away, so... Where's Jaipur? Here. Kind of overestimated a bit. And there's Bhiwadi. Okay, pretty happy. At least I didn't drop it in Bangladesh before I thought that one out. This is Japan by the looks. Rice growing country. This reflector I've seen before. Normally in the mountains. And this green cross, someone told me in the US that's a dispensary, marijuana dispensary sign. Probably a pharmacy here, I guess. Well, I've been to Japan a few times and locating a pharmacy is kind of difficult. It's probably easier now with a mobile phone and maps and things like that, the internet. Driving left, that's good. It had a struggle in the past with like Korea and Japan and Taiwan. Oh, hang on, the plates should be yellow. Here they are. Good. Yoshida. I've been to Sushi Yoshida, I think, in Tokyo. It's rice growing with surrounded by mountains, and they've got a Shell service station. But the thing I kind of didn't realise, a pretty basic tip, is that Japan drives left, South Korea and Taiwan drive right. Rice growing, some mountains. Nagano's got some mountains, but also snow. So we want somewhere flat surrounded by mountains. Anywhere in here could be fine. How close to Tokyo are we? It's pretty much, oh god, it's always the way. It's always south. Unless it's north. If I pick mid, it's usually south. Got the aquatic centre nearby. I forgot to check that India map for the water park. This could be Japan again. Or Portugal. I'm not sure what that says. Something. I feel like this pole could be Portuguese. Let's check the number plates here. Yeah. Anch, how are you doing? Just thinking why I'm in Portugal here. No, I think there's yellow on the tinge here. Portugal pole, yes. And it doesn't look like Brazil. And I think there's yellow on this plate here. Not sure about yeah, dough is Portuguese as well. Portugal's quite small, so it probably won't matter where I drop this. Not too concerned about plates, I'm more concerned about trying to get countries right. Well, I've got a nice backyard garden here. That's the dream. Not too concerned about the flowers, but vegetables. So looks like a lot of cabbages. Which I don't know what they... I guess they... I'm trying to think of Portuguese dishes. A lot of paprika They probably have stews with cabbage. Okay, I'm just going to drop it somewhere in Portugal. Possibly. I never seriously thought it was Brazil, to be fair. But yeah, I had heard that the holes can vary in terms of how big they are in Portugal. I think I'll go central here. Maybe I should... Is there a better guess I could make? It's pretty flat. Ooh, it was actually nearby Porto. Probably within the borders of Porto. Disappointing. Still 4,500 points, that's pretty good. Now, this looks like, I keep forgetting, Albanian or Montenegrin eagle on their flag. Roskilde Commune. This kind of sounds Dutch a bit. And they've got yellow backplates and European. Wow. One frame back it looked like it was going to pour down. And it's cleared up. Don't think that's an actual gettable bollard. It's like Belgium. I had a Belgian round just before, and it was very Dutch seeming, but without the yellow plates. What is this? Something horsey. This character, the A with the circle above it, I think is unique, but I don't recall unique to where. Denmark, yes, okay. Denmark should be an easy few points. So I think this AE is unique to Denmark. There's an O, this O is only in Norway and Denmark. Denmark, exactly. You're on fire. Luckily, I didn't go Belgium. Looks pretty nondescript. I think I'll drop it in the middle here. Denmark goes all the way over here, which is kind of annoying. It's not quite as small as you think. Yeah, okay, it was nearby Copenhagen. 4,500 points again. Another 20k. That Japan was a disappointment. I'm not too disappointed about Indonesia. That was never going to be a good guess. India was lucky. Without Jaipur, I would have gone right near the border with Bangladesh. So that's good. See if we can 20k it again. It's like a typical Airbnb here. Very cool. What is this? Just some kind of crate, I think. We need to see a little bit more. Got mountains. Could be... This red signage. Betelou. Very thick outside border. And the red signage is like Denmark as well, but I don't think this is Denmark. What's he up to? I feel sorry for some people getting caught out. He's just doing some gardening, that's fine. Looks like a gardening day. It's a pretty nice house. It's got some age to it. We've got a church up here. It's like a small town somewhere in Europe. The Alps. This is interesting. Like a Freemason symbol or something. Not really. Not very helpful. So, NA 7513. I'm not sure about NA roads. I thought this might be Austria or something. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's like 8. I don't know if this is typical of the crossing that they'd have here, but if it's 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 would be Spain. I'll look for an NA road in Spain, or INSA. That could be just like a bit symbolic there. Got CLs. Got the yellow roads, which is nice. I was thinking Austria or something. Is this Locam? Could be Switzerland. Salty chips. How are you going? If you've got an idea about the NA 7513, definitely drop it in there. It's got like a whole bunch of steps, 8 I think, on that crossing ahead. Maybe I should check the crossing sign itself. I don't think that's Spanish, to be fair. I think that was just a symbolic crossing kind of looking thing. I don't know, it's like Austria or Switzerland or something. Don't really see. I wonder if this is this N has something across the top of it. I can't quite read it though. This looks a very alpine kind of bus shelter. They've got a bin nearby, which I like. Not sure what this is, maybe hand sanitisation, which would be great. This is a nice bus shelter. I'd give it 8.5. This should be gettable now. So it's Gobernador de Nirvana. Just not sure. It's like Slovenia or something. Asia. Is this not Portugal? A very confusing place. Oh, thanks for the follow, Salty Chips. I appreciate that. Sorry, I'm not very up to date on my San Sebastian. Surely this is Spain. Where do they put San Sebastian? There's probably San Sebastians all over the place, but CM. I want NA roads. I just can't find them. RMs. I should have just scanned for NA roads, but for longer. There's A. Andorra. That could make a lot of sense. It looks like a very kind of like a fairy tale town. Don't see any NA roads though, unless it's nearby the border or something. It's an N road. Maybe we'll go Spain near the border. I'll full commit to Andorra. I hadn't really considered it, to be fair. Surely Andorra is like scannable. I was actually thinking Andorra would be. I wonder if you could pub crawl all of Andorra. How long that would take? It's my ambition for retirement. Visit every pub in Andorra. Maybe not in a night, but a month? Surely it couldn't take that long. I don't know where this NA is. I feel like it would show up in Andorra though. LVs. Screw it. I'm just going to drop it somewhere here. No NA roads, exactly. It was really close to the border, so the mountains are a good tip. There's NA. I just got lazy. There's Betelou. Some interesting place names here. I feel like Ariba is in Brazil or something, or South America. I definitely wouldn't have gone that far north if you hadn't mentioned that in the mountains. So, how many points was that? That's probably a decent amount. So pines here, and okay, we're driving right. Got some A-frame concrete poles. Again, mountains and pines and mountains. All white road lines. Guessing Europe again. This is official world. A lot of it didn't sound Spanishy, to be fair. I thought Italy for a while. There's a black bottom of the pole here. That doesn't ring any bells, but I'm sure it's a meta. Oops, here we go. Just want to see the front of the van here. It's got a crest or something. It's kind of like Portuguese, but I don't think it's Portuguese. Oh, now it's gone. Just want to get a look at a plate. It's a street here. No, just a 24 on a post. That doesn't ring any bells, but that's probably a thing as well. Okay. Ooh, interesting. So, I've got the Russian, Ukrainian, could be Lithuanian. The bus with the 4 windows. I'm not too sure about. So, I got baited before thinking that the backwards R was a special character, which is not. The BL is Russian. There's a lot of bollards around the intersection here, so that could be Russian. If I could sound this out in Cyrillic, it would probably be a bit easier to know where this is. I'm not sure if this R was. I don't think that's a special character either. Got to try and commit this to memory. Especially the Cyrillic, because that's really useful. Backwards N with the hat. Something non-Russian about this though. I feel like the bollard was Russian. Maybe it's actually down here. I did have a round down here before, which was pretty bleak, so like a really bleak town, but I think it does get scenery like this here, or maybe to the north here. Maybe it's all the way up here, with pines and mountains. On the way to Murmansk. Murmansk? I'm going to risk it. Ooh, no. It was south of Krasnoyarsk. Why didn't I get the streak for that? Surely I got the right country. It was just too far away. It's like, no, you don't get a country streak for that. 3,488 kilometres away. Got some bunting in the tree. It looks like it got loose and got tangled in the tree, but difficult to say. Got this pole, which I'm not familiar with. It's really black dirt. These pines are painted white on the base, which is kind of curious. No. What? It's a kilometre marker. says no gulp here or something. Can't imagine what they mean by that. Precaution. No cavar. I don't know. Digging, I guess. Could be Spanish. I've never seen these before. Gas ducto. Very strange. Is that a cactus? I think there's like a cactus here. Yeah, a whole bunch of them. They look planted by the looks. Prickly pear. It's quite lush. I always think of Spain as very dry. But I'm sure there are regions that are wet. Got a kind of a castle here. It doesn't look too old. It's probably quite old because surely no one's building like this anymore. It's too expensive. It's kind of like a farmhouse. Not sure about the gates here. They're growing corn. I just don't know. It's quite flat. Very photogenic for sure. I like the portholes. The porthole on this side. It looks kind of abandoned. I think it might be abandoned. Doesn't seem to be any substance inside. Got a ladder to the roof, which is interesting. Maybe it's under repair. This climbing vine, you're not supposed to let the vines climb over your walls because they actually corrupt the integrity. I'm growing wheat or corn? I think it's wheat. I don't know. I haven't got really anything to go on here, so I'll just drop this in Spain. It was Mexico. Oh no. I think there was a new build kind of castle thing. I didn't really ever think of Mexico there, but thinking back, that would have been a much better guess. Short dashes on the outsides, so it could be Sweden. Driving right, that's good. I think if I came across a Swedish bollard, yeah, it looks abandoned. There's a really good abandoned house earlier, although very run down. Getting kicked back in that direction. I feel like this is just Sweden, probably. Is that a Volvo? Yes. 100% can confirm Sweden. I'm not familiar with that, but I guess it's like indicating electricity or gas or something like that. Maybe I should just drop this in Sweden. I don't know that I'm going to get any place names or anything, so it's quite... got birches. Region guessing Sweden is not something I'm very good at. I'll just plonk it middle. Ooh, it's all the way south. That's annoying. On the way to Gemla. On the Vaxjewagen. They've spammed the Vaxjewagen. Actually, there's something nearby. Probably could have seen something. Not to worry. Okay. Wow, is that Fuji? I think that's Mount Fuji. Unless it's there's a mountain off Kagoshima as well. Is there a lake near Fuji? Where do they put Fuji? Somewhere. Oh my gosh, how can I not find Mount Fuji? I wonder if that's a river actually. Or a lake here. So it's to the south. probably deceptive, so maybe it's here. Kind of looks far though. What else is here? Nothing too much. It's right by the water though. This is all right by the water. Could be a camping ground nearby. Do I see a cafe? Could be a cafe this way. Man, if that's a private house, they must have some money to have a direct view of Fuji somewhere in this direction. I don't know, I think it's there. Okay, nearby. I feel like I could have 5K'd that if I'd spent a little more time. I was just actually wanting to look at Kagoshima. See what the mountain looks like there in case it comes up. Whoops. Kagoshima. Okay, that's heaps different. Very different. A lot of times there's smoke coming out as well. I visited like a long time ago and there's smoke and ash coming out of it. Not a huge amount like this, but enough to be alarming. Anyway, yeah, clearly Fuji there. Only 13,000 points because of Mexico and Russia. Nice Japan guess. Yeah, lucky Spain guess. Sweden wasn't great. These are really not great guesses. And I feel like this is going to be not a great guess as well. It's Hawaii? Don't know. I've only had one Hawaii round and I completely did not pick up on the tropical volcanic nature of it. So they're building a little granny flat here by the looks. Or maybe a house. I hope they're not neighbours. Building that close together seems a bit unnecessary. Someone set up the chair here to watch people work. It's one of life's great pleasures, watching people work. There's a little dog in the front yard. Cool. I wonder if this is like Brazil or something. Got cane and reddish soil. It's a round concrete pole. And this light, which I don't recall ever having seen that before. So a mix of palms and pines. And this thing, like a chimney, maybe they've got an outside oven or something. Still fairly new build, I think. I'm losing my mouse pad off the edge of the table. Very nice little dog house at the back there. They've got a VW Beetle. Could be some German influence in Brazil. And they've got a Chevy. I think this is not Mexico. It's not a piranha pine. Just going to drop this somewhere in Brazil. Semi-tropical. Ooh, it was quite a way south. 2,000 kilometres away. Okay. Probably at some point I better work on some region guessing for Brazil. Brazil, Russia. I know Zigzag's got a Russia video. It's kind of like Bulgarian insulators. Got a ton of satellite dishes here. I don't want to miss out on their TV programs, on their stories. A lot of mountains to the north. Like Kyrgyzstan or something. Could be just Russia. It's a very vivid sign. Looks like a pretty remote place, but their signage is up to scratch. I wonder what this is in relation to. It kind of looks Mongolian or something. This is nearby the border, or it could be Mongolia. Could it be Mongolia? I don't know about the crossing sign in Mongolia. Let's check out the kids' park. It's like a little aeroplane stuck to the roof. Not sure what that says, but this looks like a very splintery slide. I think that's raw untreated wood. Not keen. A little picnic area. It's a little overgrown. There's probably snakes and whatnot in there, potentially. Got a seesaw. It's parallel bars. This looks like it's broken. This person looks suspicious, like they tried it out and broke it. Not sure what this is. Some kind of toy. This could be Kazakhstan. It's got this huge, I'm not sure what they call it, like monument, which is, ooh, and a bunch of cows as well. What an odd place. A very unusual place. Wonder if Indo is tough. Sorry, I missed it. I guess I got involved and missed your message there. Indonesia. I got one good guess on Sulawesi one time, and now I'm like, every time it's kind of green, I go, ooh, Sulawesi, and I don't think I've ever got it right again. Is it not a yurt? These kind of things make me think Kazakhstan. Not sure where they've put a picnic area at the back here. It's a very weird round. Which could be like typically Kazakhstan, I'm not too sure. Got the 28 again. I feel like there was a blue marker with a 28 earlier. Cyrillic. I'm just going to do it. Why not? North in Kazakhstan. If it's wrong, it's going to be very, very wrong. I've got Big Churakovka. Oops. Oh, it was Russia, but it's like nearby Mongolia, which is what I thought. No. It would have been better to go in Mongolia there. It was just Russia. What a weird place. What a weird town. That slide looked lethal. Splintery wood. So this is bakery and bar, restaurant, bakery and bar. They've got Heineken by the looks. I thought these poles were kind of like Brazilian, but this looks Portuguese. Okay. Wait. This is India. I have no idea what's going on here. This is Africa, surely. French poles. Sorry, it's like my brain flipped out there for a minute. Got a Croatian nursery, Nigeria. Okay. I'm not sure where Kaduna is. It's one, I don't know if it's a thing, but often I haven't had Lagos for quite a while, but I had a few Lagos rounds. close together, and there's always someone with a street stall making popcorn. So that was very unusual. I haven't seen that anywhere else except Lagos. So I forget what that place name was. It's a follow car in Nigeria. That kind of spoils it a bit too. But then I did just read Nigeria off a sign, so it's not like I was doing any great detective work. The Sunflower Hotel. Wonder how many rooms. That's the other thing is butcher's shops. Looks Mongolian, Russian near Mongolia. Funny name. Fund me schools. Was it Sedona or something? I got distracted there. What? Popcorn. I don't know. Somewhere in Nigeria. I think there used to only be coverage like Abuja and Lagos City, but now it's... Should probably check what coverage they've got now. Because they had a round up here before, so maybe I'll hedge north a little. Kaduna. Oh, could be Kaduna. It was. Good call. What's happened to my streak counter where I'm not getting any streaks? It must have died, I guess. It sometimes does. So this is Portugal, maybe. Got the holes in the poles, which I'm reliably informed is only Portugal. Olives. Don't know if these brick walls are regional for somewhere in Portugal. Sea coconuts, pick the coast, get worse points than clicking in the middle, I know. It's got a nice bin there, that's cool. I don't know, Portugal, is it worth guessing anything? I'm not sure where mountains are in Portugal. Look to be mountains off kind of northish. Some mountains here by the looks. I'll just drop it here. Ooh, it was actually a lot further north. 137 kilometres. It's always going to be fairly good points in Portugal anyway. And... ooh. Convincing ground. Road. I don't know what they mean by convincing ground. Caution garbage trucks. These children look familiar. I wonder if this is New Zealand or something odd. These... oh, Popperapparan Creek. No. I don't know where Popperapparan Creek is, but it's probably somewhere... where do they put... oh my gosh. Oh no, I've lost it. Coffs Harbour. It's somewhere around here, probably. Yeah, I committed a bit too far west there. Lees Bridge, Popperapparan Creek. There's Convincing Ground Road. I feel like I failed there. I rushed it. I should have just definitely gone a lot closer to Coffs Harbour. Australia's a big place. Yeah, right. You can see your house from here. Let's not dox Andy Winter, but he lives in this region here. 16.8. That is such a weird thing. He did dox himself. Spain. He's old. He doesn't know. He doesn't know any better than to say, "Oh my God, my house is right there." But if you go by Popperapparan Creek, I think you'd be hard put to find anyone Who else lives nearby there? I can't remember the guy's name from Gladiator. Sometimes so weird, like when Childers came up, which is where we both went to school. This is Spain, somewhere quite dry. I mean, something's bound to come up that you're familiar with eventually. Without the Popperapparan Creek, I'm not sure where I would have gone there. I don't know, for Spain, drop it in somewhere here. South of Madrid. Russell Crowe, that's right. He has a small farm nearby, well, Coffs Harbour, nearby Andy. 4.5, that was a pretty good plonk, 150 kilometres away. I think it's actually nearly time for me to quit, which is unfortunate because I'm having fun today. Some shocking guesses, but this is like US or Canada. Foxfire Village, Deep Creek Baptist Church. I feel like Baptist is southern US. I don't know that to be true though. Ooh, I think that actually has a district on it, but I can't see it. Don't know. That's another one. So Russia, Indonesia, Canada, US, where else would be good to be able to region guess? None of unauthorized something. If I could read these little plaques, I feel like I could get a good region here, but the writing's a little small. Okay, I'll just go on vibes here. And I had a few rounds the other day with the 3 yellow stripes on the pole, and it took me all 3 rounds to fix in my head that it was California pole. So hopefully I don't forget that. Ooh, this is interesting with the black border on the stop sign. Brazil, that's right, yes. Brazil is the other one. No front plates. This one's got a front plate. I'll take that back. I guess somewhere south here. Southeast. Georgia. Georgia sounds like Baptist church country. Ooh, not too bad. North Carolina. I had a good round yesterday where it was like, I think it was Nevada. Or Indiana, I forget. Nebraska maybe. It said, remember to wear your helmet and your seatbelt in Nebraska. And it was right on the border, so obviously whatever... Ooh, that's interesting. It's like Albania or something. Whatever state they were coming from, you didn't have to wear a helmet or seatbelt. Florence Hotel. It's just the red on the plate there. I only know there's a cruise ship territory. Would cruise ships be stopping in Albania? I don't think so. The other red on the plates, I thought it was like Kazakhstan or something. Let's check some language, that would be handy. It says love Ital something. Yeah, there's two blue here, like Italy. But I think Albania sometimes has 2 blues as well. So what direction is this? North, and that's west, right? So that checks out. Longomere, things to do. kind of like Longomare for this one. If it's not Albania, that's going to be kind of annoying. They've got a cruise ship port by the looks. Has to be Albania, surely. There's the Albanian eagle. Yeah. Should I check to see supermarket Zhenka? I don't care, do I? Do I? I do, kind of. I think this is more. This is where the cruise ship is, and we're down here near Plipo. Whatever that's. The beach? Ooh, I think that might be the beach here. As an Australian, I have to say that's a sad excuse for a beach. There's actually some land propping out. I don't think this is a good fit either. Maybe it's further along here. I don't think this is it. Okay. We've got some discussion flaws, really, here. Oh, this could be the land here. Yeah, actually, you could be right. Hang on. I'm going back. So here's the beach here. Where's the yacht hotel? Picari? Panorama Mare. I don't know what any of this is. What restaurant is? It's like a tourist town, but it's a bit run down. Restaurant something Titanic. Picari Titanic? Pizza. Paradise Beach, The Wave. I don't see the Titanic restaurant. But I think surely this outcrop here is this. There's a little island there, which is this island. So we must be around here somewhere. I don't see the Titanic restaurant, but Hotel Monte Carlo. It must be here somewhere. Oh, I should have worked on that a bit harder. Where's the Titanic hotel? Restaurant. I don't see it. What a strange place. So I've been baited by Albania before with the 2 blue strips for Italy. But surely with the red on the plates and 2 blue strips, it's got to be Albania. It's probably the first time I've ever had Albania. I've gotten it correctly. Correct. I always have a struggle with the bollards and all sorts of things. I like the bin set up here. The capacity doesn't look quite enough. Yellow backplates is the UK. What's the time? Probably got enough time for a couple more games. This is kind of a strange round. I don't know where we'd be. Look at this, the satellite dishes. I've never seen that before. I wonder if it's kind of remote then. Valentine's. Chartered surveyors, estate agents and lettings. Oh, it doesn't even say the town. I wonder if this is Ireland actually. The Masonic Arms. They don't have Guinness. 20's plenty. I've never seen that before. That's probably typical of somewhere. It's got a police car. I wonder if they actually have the town on the police cars like they do in the US. I don't think so. Scotland Police UK, so it's Scotland, not Ireland. It's got the dual language. I got baited by that before, thinking it was Gaelic. So, yeah, I guess this would be weird for England, but it's Kind of nice for Ireland. Broxburn, Nicholas Street. I don't know, I just drop it somewhere in Scotland, surely. I could look around for a name, but probably in Dingwall, I would think. I was nearby Edinburgh. And there it is, Broxburn. I'm glad I didn't spend any time scanning for that. That was 193 kilometres away. Wow. Yeah, I kind of picked somewhere a bit too remote there. South Africa or Botswana? I feel like Botswana's, this is a bit too much. Oh, they got a tuck shop. That's so weird. That's what we call the snack shop in schools in Australia is the tuck shop. It's the something mall tuck shop. So it's attached to the mall here. Got a yellow plate on the pole. Looks like they've got a public toilet out the back too. This pole is like Namibia. But I don't think this pole's like Namibia. Driving any direction you choose. This one, England, there must be a huge delay because we've moved on from Scotland. That was a bad guess. But if you're saying England for this one, this round in Africa somewhere, just don't want it to be Namibia and get it wrong. It's kind of weird for South Africa, I would think. I haven't seen these poles in Namibia. I did a couple of hours looking through Namibia. I hope it's not Oman. I've had Botswana and Oman confused a couple of times. D3? I'm not sure exactly if that says D3 or something. P435s. Surely this can't be Botswana. I think I'll just go South Africa here. Or... yeah. If it's Kenya, it would be yellow backplates. I'm pretty sure this is okay. I saw your next message, but I wasn't looking, so it's difficult to tell the delay. So it was just South Africa. 22,335. That's probably my best today. Ooh, I saw another message from Anch. Yeah, Namibia got coverage about a week ago. I'd have to say it's a mix between a very cool place and a very boring place, because there's a lot of nothing. It does look very Botswana-ish. Then I've had like Oman rounds, which look exactly like Botswana. In the south of Oman, which, up to 2 weeks ago I didn't know Oman was covered. And I don't have a B or a C. This looks like the UK again, or looks like an island actually. Like the Orkneys, is that a real thing? I think that's a thing. Unless it's I don't know what Svalbard looks like, but I think Svalbard doesn't have any foliage. I think it's pretty bare. Andy is behind. I think the internet in Poplarapparan Creek is about an hour delay. You have to get Russell Crowe onto it. He's got the juice to get some better internet for the Coffs Harbour region. These are like woolly cows. So, I don't know if... surely the Shetland Islands aren't covered, but I really want to go there. I don't even know where they are. Maybe it's Guernsey or Jersey or something. I feel like both are cows, brands of cows. I'm gonna go Guernsey. Nope, it was just Ireland. You're in Oman. That's amazing. I never thought to go to Oman. I think Qatar's new as well. I prefer to go to Oman than Qatar for sure. Shetlands looks different. Yeah, that was just wishful thinking. It's like a hexagonal concrete pole. In Mexico? What's this say? Yeah, it's Spanish. Some kind of nature reserve. It looks like it's taken a bit of bushfire lately. I can't actually read what that says. Lamadusa or something? So we're nearby the water. Water south. Here we go. Restaurant, pizzeria. Siciliana. Ooh, interesting. Is it Sicily? It could be bait. They do have pizza. There's something very strange about it, that's for sure. Kind of worried because I don't exactly know where Sicily is. Is this Sicily? I think that's Corsica. Palma. This must be Sicily, surely. Water south. Is that Sicily? That might actually be, I might actually have to check the map here. That round doesn't have it, and it must be a very small island. Let me check the world map here for a minute. I'll go Italy. The map here. Oh, Sicily's here. Gosh. That was Sardinia. And that was kind of nothing. Yeah, I didn't actually realise Sicily was here. That was Sardinia, I should have known that. It's a bit of a fail. Not to worry. It's actually the wrong country. Oh no, the country streaks isn't working. I'll have to try and refresh that script. That's a short plate and a US flag. Got this sad looking thing. Could be a bollard. I don't know. It's suddenly got a lot greener, so that's good. Miss Rita's loves my kids. Okay. This looks like maybe a daycare centre or something. Miss Rita's, presumably. Yeah, I think that's a good array of things to see and do for kids. If that's pine bark, then that's evil. That's what they used to do in playgrounds in Australia, is put like pine bark, which is very splintery. There's a controversy at some playground in Australia fairly recently, like in the past couple of years, where they were just putting like industrial waste there. Some of these signs would be very useful if you could... Oh, there's a horse. It's Kentucky, maybe. I know they've got the Kentucky Derby there. I don't really have any better ideas. I'll just go Kentucky for horses. Or chicken. I think Louisville is where they have... I don't know where they do the Kentucky Derby. Maybe, I think Louisville. Or Lexington. It's neither of those. It's probably Elizabethtown. Fort Knox is there as well. There's much I do not know about Kentucky. It wasn't. It was Texas. I guess that's horse country too. Madisonville. Los Ranchos, taqueria and restaurant. And a Walmart nearby. I feel like if I'd travel around a bit I could have got some more information there. Fantastic tans. Oh. What an interesting place. I don't think I'll ever go, but whoops, this round's broken. Here we go. It's probably the internet. Oh no, this is somewhere terrible. I'm not familiar with this, unless I know. I'm pretty sure I'm not. Looks very touristy. Is that North Korea? It's probably Thailand. I take that back. It's probably Indonesia. I think this is soap, like washing liquid or something. Washing detergent for your washing machine. Small portions. That's how they get you. I think this is probably not Malaysia. Where would it be though? I'm not familiar with this landmark. I think I'll just go down here somewhere. Oh, unless it's on Kalimantan. It should be fine. Oh, it's in Sulawesi. I was half tempted to go Sulawesi, but I've only got it right one time. So what was that? Taman Kota Kendari city town, and then there was a religious sculpture by the look, or statue. Very cool. Yes, Selamat. What's good morning is Selamat something. I can't recall. Something. I think my brain's fading. So after this I'll have one more game. Casa and video. I got the iPhone. This dude is probably Portuguese, I would think. Driving French cars. No number plates on the back. Blue at the top, which is kind of interesting. Let's get to a sign. Yeah, I wonder if maybe this is Brazil or something. So I got the phone number for Sergio, Edna and Raphael at the pastel place. It's definitely Portuguese. Bom means good. Got a police car here. It's very nifty. Taxi has a red plate. I guess Paz is peace. That's peace in 14th of July. Copacabana. Okay. Unless that's a real piece of bait, then I guess we're somewhere nearby Copacabana. I wonder if we can travel around and see. Where is that? It's like east. There's a big church here as well. And a McDonald's. What are they selling? Something delicious and fried. Looks like a jaffle. Yeah, here's Ipanema Beach nearby. And the classic public phones. I've actually been here in 2007, but it was raining so hard for like 3 days that I couldn't leave the hotel. It's not a hotel, it's like a, I don't know, like a hotel hostel kind of thing. So I sat and read a book for 3 days and then I left. It's kind of nerve-wracking when I left because the hostel owner lent me an umbrella because the taxi couldn't get up the hill to the hotel because it was so wet. They said, walk down the bottom and get a taxi down there. And then drop the umbrella at the pharmacy on the corner and tell them I'll pick it up later. This is all in Portuguese, all Brazilian Portuguese. It was nerve-wracking. I said, I don't want the umbrella. I don't want the hassle of trying to tell someone in Portuguese that the hotel will come and pick up the umbrella. Anyway, hopefully they got their umbrella back. I don't really care that much, but I like to do the right thing sometimes. Yeah, so it's somewhere around here. I won't try too hard. Probably 5k at 4991. Okay, 17,000. I'm definitely going down. Give it one more game. This could be don't know. I thought Austria initially, but I'm backing away from that. Got the big ice cream. Outside the bakery by the looks. At Warhammer 40,000. The Geek Centre. Very good. Boutique Officielle. Magic the Gathering. Force of Wilt, I've not heard of. La Caverne des Trolls. It's kind of like French, I guess. Banquet. I wonder if it's not France though. I'm not sure what this Webwiller. There's something very unusual about this place. It's .fr. Some very touristy place, I'd say. Would it still have a .fr if it was like... no, it can't be Monaco, surely. It's not crowded enough. It's got a yellow backplate, which is often seen in France. I guess I should just trust everything to say this is France. So where would the Caverne de Trolls be? It's not Paris. It's kind of hilly. I wonder if it's in this near Grenoble. I like the sound of that. Is Vizel or Vif? I'll go Vif. Yeah, pretty sure it's Vif. Not really. I want to see the Caverne de Trolls. Oh, here's the Goobwiller. Webwiller? It's pizza? No. Restaurant Pizzeria Pazza Idea. I fear that the oh, here it is, Caverne de Trolls. It did make the map. Very good. 4,100. Somewhere hilly, concrete road. Is it? Or just pale? Ooh, kind of wanted to see that car there. So it's got a blue strip. So somewhere in Europe. Probably not Italy or Portugal. A very thin road and a thin white centre line. Let's check this out. Ooh, interesting. So it's like Bulgaria or something. I thought could be a good tip to find out which countries use the comma instead of a decimal place in numbers. It turns out most of Europe except the UK. They use that in Vietnam as well. So overwhelmingly, the decimal point is less common than the comma. What about the pole here? That's not your typical Bulgarian. Is a Bulgarian sign. I didn't think this pole top was typically Bulgarian, but I think that's alright for Bulgaria. I'll trust you. Seeing as that was my first thought anyway, I'll only convince myself out of it. Where do I put Bulgaria? Somewhere in the mountains? Somewhere... Where are the mountains? Here. Just go central here. Go Kovo. Oh, hang on. There's actually a place name. Should I look for it? Krechimir. No, I'm not going to look for it. A quick scan for Krechimir. There's Montana. Seasonal jumps between frames. The worst roads, let's see. I had a really shocking road the other day where it was only like a very, very small patch of bitumen left. I think that was in Ukraine, which is typically bad roads. Don't really see it, I'll just guess here. Ooh. Perfect region guess. 278 kilometres away. Fortunately, still a few thousand points. Man, the wind is hammering outside. I wonder if this could be set up for left-hand drive. Driving on the left. These square poles with the dots. And this bollard here. I wonder if that could be Malaysia or something. No. Kind of stumped. It's got pines, which is a bit unusual, I would think. For Southeast Asia, I think that would be unusual. Is this like the US or something weird? Sure, there can't be. What am I thinking? Let's have a look here. Okay. Thailand. By the looks. Yeah. Thailand's a bit tricky. It's very lush, maybe nearby in the north here somewhere. Okay, that was a nice region guess, 106 kilometres away. So what round are we up to? 4 or 5? Driving right. Yellow centre lines. Historic market, Rockford and Clanton. There's plenty of information here in the US, I'd imagine. Alexander City. Here we go, and we've got some road numbers. Mile 104, north is the 9, east is the 22. Kind of need a state, otherwise that's not going to be helpful. Alabama? Why do you say Alabama? I'm really curious because I need to get better at US. What the heck is this? The police car says Alabama. I guess this is highway patrol or something. The outline on the sign, yeah, okay. They do that in the US, which is quite handy. Although, if you don't know, this is the state troopers in Alabama. Some of the states are actually kind of similar shape, and they're a bit stylized. They've got a picnic area here, which is odd, I'd say. So, got the 9 and the 22 here. Oh, that's the outline. I really didn't even look closely. It looked like it was damaged or something. So this is the little damaged bit. The 9 and the 22. Scanning for roads again. Oh, really? The only place I've ever been, well, actually 2 places, is LAX. Here's the 22, here's the 9. It's probably somewhere near here. Central Alabama wood products. We've got the Old Golden Rule. Don't know if that'll show up. Dollar General. Blue Shields are interstate signals, which are federal. Ah, that's good to know. interstate. We must be somewhere near that intersection here, surely. I don't know, that's fine. 5k. I turned the animations off. I should turn it back on because I sometimes 5k. And I've been to Austin for the Formula One, and it was raining the whole time. It's the wettest I've been, 3 straight days, absolutely drenched. This is interesting. Is that a French bollard? A French bollard and a French... I've never actually seen a French bollard in Senegal before. Between Touba and Dara. Whoops, wrong continent. No, it's the right continent. Man, my brain. Here's Touba. And Bambi is here. What direction is this road? It was actually I can't remember the year offhand, but it was the year that they delayed qualifying until the Sunday morning. Touba and what? It's probably going to be a nice guess, even if I don't locate where we are exactly. What does this sign say? Daru Minan Nimboji. There's a lot of Darus around here, that's interesting. If it ever comes up again. Daru Mousty. I don't see it, I'm just going to drop it in Touba somewhere. Four, 9, 5, 1. This has probably been a pretty good game. 23, the best game of the day. Some very easy gets there. I mean, Alabama I would have gotten eventually because it was written on the police car. Senegal, that was very nice. France was probably the worst one. Or Bulgaria. Yeah, a couple of could have been improved. But I'm pretty happy with that. Flags of the world, 198 capitals. Flags are not my friend at the moment. Anyway, I'm going to finish up now. For anyone on Twitch, I'll go and see if I can raid somewhere. Chet 42, day 81, competitive map clicking. Where am I? Help. Some guy needs help. Someone needs help. Is it English though? Too bad. Going to Jim of Fredette 6969. Anyway, for everyone else, thanks for watching.